in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the best new strategy in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and that is the don't get hit strat. It's pretty self-explanatory, honestly. You basically just don't get hit, and then you can easily win races. That's really all there is to say. I'm going to be rocking with Koopa Troopa, as this is the smallest build in the game. Koopa Troopa Mr. Scooty. Super small hitbox, and it really should help me avoid items. Of course, my awareness needs to be good. You have to constantly check what's behind you to see if there's anything coming for you. But it's really pretty simple. The idea is simple. In practice, it might be a little bit more difficult. Like that red shell almost hit me even though it wasn't going to go for me. It went for the player ahead of me. You know, green shells, smart bounces are crazy. But always watch out for those. So it's definitely one of those things that's easier said than done. But if you're really effective with this strategy, it can help you win so many races. It is insane. And what is this pull? Why do I have a Boo in third place on lap 2 of Mount Oreo here? I think there's like a shock that's incoming. I think what I'll do is maybe wait, use the shroom in the off-road, and then Boo instantly get another box and just kind of fly. Yeah, that player has triple reds in second. Okay, we get some protection, so we don't have to worry about getting redded by them. Yeah, this is a weird race already. We have managed to not get hit a single time, though. That is a red shell. That player got hit, though. They do not know the strategy. There's another red shell. We can block that, too. There's a blue shell. We, once again, didn't get hit. We are doing so well, even with this blooper in our face. Somehow avoided all those items. We have protection. We have a mushroom in the pocket. And I'm failing at the worst possible time. Okay, there. We got some more tricks. There's the Boo. That's what I thought. Now, the question is, do I want to go for... Oh, they have a red shell. How am I not going to get hit here? I think, I was going to back out to get them to throw the red or just let them pass me. But, we're going to get comboed too. Wow, this is not looking good. We were doing so well there. And then, of course, they had a red shell. Our protection got booed, and we got hit. So maybe I can execute the strategy a little bit better in the next race. But for this first race, it's not looking too good. So in hindsight, with that last race, I think my biggest mistake there was getting hit. And if I didn't get hit, I probably would have won the race. You know, you guys saw I was in first. Not too much left on the track, but my big mistake was getting hit. So I'm going to try this race to simply not get hit and see if that works out for us. And of course, I don't know if I mentioned it in the last race, but shout out to Jared, who actually left a comment suggesting this video idea. And we're going to see if we can do a little bit better this next race. Yeah, we got N64 Rainbow, pretty unpredictable. But I feel like if you can get up to the front of the map early, get into a lead, you have potential at doing really well. Of course, that's a super horn right behind me, and we're going to get horned because they were blocking that red shell. Super unlucky, getting hit already when I'm trying not to. There's a green shell, there's a banana, there's so many items. It is actually very challenging to not get hit in this game, all jokes aside. There's so much spam. I think it really has to do with the fact that, you know, this game initially, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was designed for everyone to have one item, or Mario Kart 8, and then with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe being released, everyone now gets 2 items. So there's just way more chaos on the track. Wait, that player failed? Oh no, I lost my protection there, because they almost sniped me, and then I'm going to go into first and pull a single coin. That was a really weird sequence. They have another horn, but they missed. They got the Pauline player, but they did not hit me. Bananas being sniped. Is that another player behind me? They haven't... Why are there so many horns? I just got horned, or attempted to get horned, like 3 times in this race. That is crazy. And once again, we are going to get hit and not do very well for it. And then my horn's going to get stolen. I was about to horn that player. And then we're going to get hit by the horn that got stolen. Wow. Did I get horned like 3 times in one race? How does that even happen? Finally, a bagging track. I think I'll really be able to utilize this strategy maybe a little bit more effectively, as when you bag, you typically don't have to worry about getting hit as much because, you know, you're kind of in the back chilling. You normally have invincibility, power items, and there's not as many items to look out for. But yeah, we're not doing too hot so far in the video. I think I got hit like maybe 3 or 4 times that last race. I hit twice at the end of the first race. And we have not been able to successfully utilize the strategy of not getting hit. I think the goal at this point is really just to not get hit a single time in a race and see if we can win. I mean, I'm sure if I don't get hit once in a race, that will probably mean that I will just win the race, right? Like, there's no way we don't... Wow, that was really clutch that I threw that fire forward to chain it, because that green shell is coming right for me. All right, blue is out. We have 10 coins. We have the bill. I think I'm just going to bill now. This should drop me off. We get the shock dodge too. That was good timing. Yeah, this should drop me off before the ending shortcut, so I can go ahead and get another item. And then I can use my golden mushroom and get up to the front. And of course, there's a piranha plant as soon as I go to utilize this strat. Wow, we were doing so well. Actually avoided the shock there too, which is probably the one item that is the hardest to not get hit by. And we successfully dodged, and then they just have a piranha plant perfectly. But yeah, as you guys saw, yeah, we're just going to drop out to bag even more, as, you know, this is such a good bagging track. We're going to get up to 10 coins here, and we get hit by some random fire. Why? And then we get a single green shell. That's such a bad pull. I'm just going to have to hold on to it. No, wait, where'd my mushroom go? I thought I had one more mushroom there. Maybe I used it by accident. But yeah, this race is another disastrous race, as I just cannot stop getting hit. Probably the most important skill to have to properly utilize this strategy is the awareness that the player using it has. And of course, this is something that you can practice and get better at. And I feel like it's one of those things that kind of separates a good from a great player at this game as well. You know, constantly pressing X, looking behind you, seeing, you know, what items are around you, and then making your decisions on what you're going to do based on that knowledge. And oh no, that player's going to take the double. Wait, they actually did snipe them there, but I missed the box. I went right through it. I'm using such a small combo that sometimes, you know, that can happen. But yeah, basically being aware, just being experienced in the game, and kind of knowing what to expect on different tracks as well. Like with bagging tracks, that there's going to be a shock likely, or on running tracks, you know, that there should be so many blue shells, kind of things like that. And this is a really good pull. Another thing, you know, basically holding on to items, although I actually failed the chain and didn't get another one. But yeah, knowing when to hold, knowing when to use your items, especially when there is someone behind you with like a red shell, it's really important. I feel like a lot of the time you can easily get hit after an item set. And oh no, we're gonna get hit for the first time. I was doing so well. I saw their super horn actually slow down a little bit. They were just too trigger happy there, and they spammed it. But yeah, a lot of the time, you know, you can get hit with a red shell if you're not paying attention to the item the person behind you has. And that can really, you know, affect you, because a lot of the time, wow, what a snipe. We avoid the bomb there too. That was perfect. But a lot of the time, you know, one simple mistake, one little thing can kind of spiral and stumble in this game, and you can get Mario Karted. There's not much I can do about getting hit by a shock there, though, as I was in, you know, a high enough spot where I wasn't able to pull a dodge. And we're going to go for the double box here, see what we can get. We get the really good 4 shroom pull in like 8th place. I'm getting bumped a little bit, though, and kind of going flying. I think I'll be able to hold on to like a middle spot here, maybe a 6th place. I think it's established at this point in time that in order to not get hit, you do have to be very aware, but you also need to play very defensively and kind of expect everyone else to be hyper aggressive and constantly use their items. Because I don't know how many times I've been super horned already this video. I feel like more than usual though, but it really does kind of hammer home the point of being aware and kind of expect the unexpected. You really cannot always predict what a player is going to do, because I know a lot of people think that certain players of certain skill levels might behave a certain way, but at the end of the day, it's really impossible to fully predict that. You just have to make the safe play, watch out for all these items like these greens, and really hope for the best. Like, it's also pretty well established that I'm going to have to get a little bit lucky at least and not have any shocks if I want to win a race without getting hit. That's really the challenge here. And yeah, I get leg trailed. Okay, they just kind of showed up and all of a sudden were right on top of me. I probably should have been a little bit more aware though, of course, like I was saying last race. And if I was looking behind me, maybe I could have predicted where they're going to be, that they're going to kind of run into me. This player also has the triple bananas. I'll go ahead and slow down this time while we swerve. There's so many bananas everywhere. We can avoid them. We can also hold on to this red shell for a bit, since I probably want to use these shrooms in the shortcut anyways. And it'll help me be a little bit more defensive. We can chain at the set, get something good in the pocket. And yeah, I've got to watch out for this star. There's fire. I'll just go around and play it super safe here. That's a crazy 8. As long as I don't throw it backwards, I think we're good. Yeah, it looks like we are okay. And somehow we're alive. Maybe we can hope for like a shock dodge or something with this boo. But really, other than that, it might be hard. I'm going to go ahead and chain this horn, actually. Although the horn might be like the best defensive item for this particular circumstance, as it will hit every item around me. So maybe I should have held on to it. And they have triple bananas. Well, we got lag trailed through our own triple bananas. I was supposed to say I should hold these because then I'm safe, right? But no, even with triple protection, I was not safe. And just a little bit of online lag for you there, probably. Yeah, we're kind of in an awkward spot here where I really probably won't get anything amazing. And yeah, I knew that bill was coming, but I really wanted the double box. So I tried to beat it. And unfortunately, we met at the box at the same time. And once again, we're going to have a pretty bad race as we're just getting hit constantly. Not too consistently, but constantly enough where I just keep losing spots here and there, all the way down to 10th place. And we're back. Yoshi's Island. Is this gonna be the race where we can finally not get hit. Honestly, this is a little bit more of a bagging track. It's kind of somewhere in the middle, I believe. Yeah, there are a couple other players bagging. I think that's my best bet to not get hit. As pretty much every single race I've tried to front run, I've been slowly but surely hit in the pack. There's not much I can do to avoid it. Yeah, I think by bagging, staying in the pack, and making my move at the right time, that is probably my best bet here. I actually don't normally bag this track. I'm not really sure how to proceed. I want to, you know, hold a certain item, like, of course, certain tracks, bullet bill extension is the way to go. Certain tracks, you have, like, good golden mushroom spots. I don't know about this track, though. As I do normally front run this track, I definitely prefer it that way. Yeah, we get another star, another crazy 8 rather in the pocket. So we can see what will happen. And I'm just going to hang back, like I said, let these players go ahead. Maybe we can, like, pull a shock or something. Where are those greens coming from? Okay, I actually didn't realize there's a player behind me, too. I thought they were, like, some phantom green shells. Let's go ahead and use one of our stars now, the crazy 8, but hold the second one. And maybe there will be, like, a shock here soon. Maybe not. The pack is really close in the back, though. A couple players in the front are gone. I'm just going to hang out in the back still. I think with the pack being this close, that's a good sign that I'll be able to catch up. So I'll be able to pass a ton of players at the same time. And wait, is that Peachette lagging? Are they? Oh no, they're just like off to the side there on the collider. I thought they were like on a different part of the map and they're lagging completely. Yeah, this is a pretty high level worldwide, so the shortcut has been hit every single time. No need to worry about that. I'm going to go ahead and drop out here. Again, just playing super safe. They have the red shell. Never know what's going to happen. You know, if they're going to throw it backwards at me, they're going to try to throw it forward. Maybe they'll lag and hit me. So play it safe. Oh, we do get the bullet bill. I think there might be a bill extension on this track. I'm not sure exactly where it is, though. I'm going to use it now so I don't get hit by the crab. So yeah, lap 3, halfway done lap 3. We haven't got hit a single time. We really need the dodge here. Oh, that's a really good bullet bill. Wow, it's going to take me all the way up here. That was such a good bullet bill spot. We're going to use our star. The red shell is going to pass me. It's going to hit that player, but they pull the red shell. But we get double protection. We're in first. Is this going to be the race? There's fire. I'm in first. I'm going to try to hold on for this first place. Oh no, I failed. I missed my trick. And we get the first. How did that happen? We finally did it. We didn't get hit. And we get the first. Wow. I guess this really could be the best strategy in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, as I didn't get hit. And then I just won the race. You know, the first race I didn't get hit, I won. That can't be a coincidence, right? And not only that, but this video quickly turned into, or I guess from a challenge into just a fun thing to do in this game. Like, you know, I was trying to prove how good of a strategy this is, and now it's just a really cool challenge. Like, I think this has potential for, you know, future videos potentially. But also just the fact that, like, it was so exhilarating to win there. Like, that is definitely up there from when the time I was doing my item smuggling streams, where I was trying to smuggle power items from last into first place. There's really not a lot of things like it, like when you make a crazy comeback on a track from bagging and get the first place. And the fact I didn't get hit a single time, that was just so awesome. And we're going to see if we can do it again. Yeah, that's kind of the name of the game. Just maybe bagging is really the way to go, as I can just avoid all the items. Wow, that green shell, that was close. Yeah, like I said, definitely a lot of potential for future videos. Wow, they stopped and redded, and I slowed out just to make sure I didn't get hit by the red. There's a star behind me. And of course, you know, not getting hit is one thing, but also getting the first place is another thing. So of course, we're going to be doing, or attempting to do both the rest of the video here, as we have successfully gotten a first place without getting hit. But I think the big wild card here is the shock, as unless you're in a dodge, it is very hard to avoid. But we're looking good so far here. We have the bullet bill. There's no shock in sight. That's a star. What do they have behind me? Okay, they have the golden. That's nice. Or me, at least. Oh, I almost got bumped in that player with a star. And I think I'll use this bullet bill in the little shortcut and then try to hold my star for a while, because there's another really broken shortcut a little bit later on this track. Hop a while. Okay, that's going to take a pretty good line. Not as optimal as I thought it would. But that bill was, what, in like 10th or 11th, so that should take me up maybe one more spot. Okay, no, it's going to drop me off. Gotta watch out for these players passing me. Oh, I forgot the double was on the right. I was just going to go to the right and avoid everybody, but everyone wanted the double box there. So I only need the single there. Okay, let's go ahead and use our star here. We really need a shock dodge, because I actually didn't pass anyone there. I was playing so passively to not get hit that I didn't make any ground. And I was so worried about getting hit by something. But this has potential. You know, if there's like a super late shock, I'm going to spam the star. That's a boomerang. And we're going to go all the way up, maybe into a good spot. Is there going to be a late shock? I don't think there will be. It doesn't matter. We're actually going to go all the way up into 4th place without getting hit for the 2nd race in a row. I feel like bagging makes this challenge a lot easier. So I'm going to try to not bag this. I guess I'm going to try to front run and see if we can manage to not get hit. As I'm pretty sure there's only like one other bagging track before those last two in the video. And I basically didn't get hit until the very end, which is typical for bagging tracks. Definitely doesn't make it, you know, 100% easy, but probably easier than trying to front run, as you have to watch out for all your surroundings. Of course, the other thing, which I actually haven't really gotten a chance to do this entire video somehow, but being in first and front running might just be the way to go as well. The only problem is the blue shell, because unless you pull a super horn to just completely dodge the blue shell, you're gonna have to, you know, come up with some way to avoid it. Maybe drop out of first when the blue shell comes, or do something, you know, get a dodge somehow and not get hit. Because of course, when you're in first, you don't have to worry about items from in front of you, which is often the biggest cause of getting hit, is when there's people in front of you backing items. And oh no, I missed the box. Okay, that red shell didn't come for me. That was really close. We're doing so far so good, rather. There are a lot of shells around me though. Okay, that player threw it. I don't know what they hit. It just cracked on something there. I actually don't have a lot of coins either. Good defensive pull. Okay, that red is not coming for me. Let's go ahead and get some coins here. Maybe let a couple players pass. That's a piranha plant. I'm gonna have to watch out. Oh no, I thought they were on the other side of the track. We got hit with the piranha plant. And then to make matters worse, of course, we get hit by fire right after. Like I said earlier, that's literally always how it happens. And oh no, I had the bullet bill. I was about to take this shortcut right here, this little off-road, and we get shocked. So yeah, triple whammy there, just getting hit by everything. We were doing so good as well. And it just went all downhill really quickly. We'll see if we can catch up. I got a weird, like, wrong way drift there. But yeah, this is not looking good. There is one player like super far behind. There was just a shock too, so it's really doubtful that I'll be able to make any sort of a comeback. Let's spam the bullet bill and not take the shortcut. Actually, yeah, that was terrible because everyone took the shortcut in front of us. But I guess I'll pass one person. We're back, New York minute. The lobbies have been taking like a minute to load. Someone must have like a really slow game cartridge or something. Yeah, we are still, actually didn't even mention it, but we are the lone non-Yoshi Birdo player, and I guess Daisy, so the same character class, essentially the same character in this room. We've been actually doing all right, which I think kind of goes to show how you can basically do well with almost any combo, maybe not every single combo, but you don't necessarily have to use the meta pick as well. We're going to try once again, of course, to not get hit. We've been doing, I feel like, better and better as the video has gone on, as I've been getting hit by items. I feel like in general though, I've been getting more frequently hit by items that are harder to avoid, like shells, of course, and bananas I haven't really been getting hit by, but fire, piranha plants, and super horns especially, those items which are really hard. You know, it's more of like a radius that you just have to completely go the other way to not get hit by them. Of course, shells are a little bit easier to avoid. Red shells are tough as you need protection, but if you do have something behind you, you don't have to worry about it. It's kind of been a mixed bag, but yeah, green shells, I feel like normally I get hit by a lot of green shells, but it hasn't been too bad today. I feel like I've been also more aware of stars, and yeah, they pull triple reds behind us when I have 4 mushrooms. Well, that's going to do it for me getting hit this race. And there's a piranha plant ahead of me too. We get some more mushrooms, and then there's a shock. So yeah, definitely no way I could have avoided that shock. And that's pretty typical for this track, though. Normally it happens like after the last set, though. Is probably the best place to use a shock if you do pull it. And we're gonna have to wait a little bit. Can we get a bullet bill here? We cannot. It's not a terrible pull, but of course, unless like everyone else gets hit, which no one ever does when you're the one trying to catch up, I'm pretty much gonna stay on the same spot. I guess I'll pass one person and get the 7. We're back on another bagging track, and I mean, I could front run to try to make the challenge a little bit harder. Of course, I won't be, as it's Super Bowl Subway. I have to bag this track. Definitely the better way to go to hopefully not get hit. And the boo actually could be a really good item for this challenge, as well, as you're invulnerable for so long. I think it's like 20, 30 seconds. I don't actually know the exact time, but it seems like a very long time to not get hit, or to not be able to get hit. And we're going to go ahead and try to do exactly what we did on that Yoshi's Island race, which is stay in the back, not get hit the whole race, make the comeback at the right moment, and get first. Of course, getting first might be a challenge. We can watch it. Oh, I thought they were going to take the double. I think I actually started them there, even though they're a little bit ahead of me. No, we get the shock. This could be really good. Let's go ahead and use it now. I think one person's in a dodge at the back. Maybe there was a ghost I didn't know about. Okay, we're going to dodge one person. We get the boo, actually. This is a really good item to hold as well, as it can't be stolen. There can only be one boo at a time, I believe. Need to watch it for what this player behind me pulls. And I cannot see if they have anything. Maybe I just didn't get an item there. That's a bomb. I'm going to use my Yep, that was a good play to use the boo. There was fire rate after that. I get triple mushrooms rather. And we get the shock dodge. We pulled the shock earlier. And now we get the shock dodge. Oh no, but the red shell, I'm going to have to burn all my shrooms. And then there's the blue shell. That is super unlucky. Wow, I was about to dodge the blue shell because I had shrooms in first. But someone had a red shell and it went for me. And I had to burn my shrooms for that red shell. And here we are down in fourth. That was so close to being like a perfect race. And it got sabotaged. I hear a horn beside me. Let's go ahead and snipe those players. Wait, I'm back in first. Just like that. I don't know. I thought there's like another player. I only saw 2 players that I passed there. But you know, I will definitely not complain. Let's go ahead and chain again. See what we can get. We get the banana. Let's go ahead and do the shroomless shortcut and see if we can hold on to the first. So we do get the first, but I did get hit, unfortunately, by the blue shell. We're back, Bowser's Castle this time. And since we finished in first, maybe I'll try to front run here. If we can not get hit, although I already squandered my lead. I think I missed the startup boost there, but definitely not helping. And wow, we actually get hit off the track. It's probably the quickest I've been hit in the whole video, actually, as we're already off the track, getting hit on the second turn. And after watching that last race back, I actually had a chance to not get hit. If I were somehow able to wall dodge the red shell, that was like the only situation where I could have, you know, avoided both the red and the blue back to back. But I also am pretty sure that that red shell that came from me was only because the person behind me also dodged the shock. So although I got lucky with the shock dodge, a little bit unlucky in that sense, but I will take the first, of course. And yeah, let's see if we can catch up. First, second, third, fourth, and fifth, actually, now that I look, are like way ahead of the rest of the pack. I'm not really sure what's going on. There's like a huge gap in the pack. Maybe that means I'll get another good power item pull here. Okay, we get the triple greens. Not great, not terrible either. Maybe we can like leg trail this player here. We can snipe them. That blue almost got me. Wow, that Birdo scared me and spooked me right off the track. I guess it doesn't matter. I already fell off the track earlier. But yeah, we were either getting starred there or going off the track. Maybe I could have avoided both if I was paying a little bit more attention. But at this point, you know, the damage has been done. We've been hit so many times. And can we get a shock dodge maybe in the star here? I think I used up all my shock luck for the whole video in that last race. You know, pulling the shock and also getting the shock dodge like literally a lap later is actually crazy. Okay, 8th place box, maybe not great. 7th place box now, yeah, single red shell. That's pretty well expected at this point. They're going to back me and I'm actually going to red them. I thought they were going to back those shells, so I actually threw that red forward on purpose. But I guess it didn't work out. Let's bill now, actually. I was trying to wait as long as I could. Maybe this will take me to the finish line. It looks like it will, so maybe I will stay in 6th place. Yeah, that'll be the case. You really can't make this up. Yet another bagging track. And once again, we're going to try our best to not get hit. Definitely some mixed results throughout today's video. And a lot of success, a lot of failures, a lot of good luck, a lot of bad luck. Pretty typical for this game, honestly, all things considered. This is probably like the most normal session I've ever played. Lots of highs, lots of lows. Lots of bagging tracks, which I feel like is not normal for the most part. You know, I feel like in general, there aren't a lot of bagging tracks as like a total of, or as a percentage of the total tracks in this game. But today, for some reason, we were just getting all of them. And also, they're getting picked. It might just be, you know, a sign of the lobbyman with all the Japanese players. As I feel like there's certain tracks that people like to play online, like Excite Bike Arena, Mario Kart Stadium, tracks like that. Yeah, we're going to see if we can once again make a crazy comeback. This track's a little bit more tricky, I find, to bag on, though. As there's not, like, you know, a best way to do it. As the track is pretty long. And there's really not too big of shortcuts at any given time. There are a lot of shortcuts, but they're kind of more spread out. And I generally like to make my move early, try to smuggle some to the top so I have a good item for the ending shortcut. But it doesn't always work out that way with, you know, late shocks and everything. But I think we are far enough behind. That blue Yoshi in first is completely gone. I'm only in 7th, actually. Yeah, there's a blue shell coming from someone way ahead of me, too. I think we are good to kind of press forward here. Yeah, we get the crazy 8 and 7th. There's probably going to be a shock here soon. I'm going to wait until those bullet bills are just about done and then use my star, as they just went through that double set behind me. And there is, we predicted the shock perfectly. Let's go. And we get the shock dodge in like 6th place. Although, yeah, I only get a single shroom. I was going to say, I wish I would have had another item. Unfortunately, got stuck with that golden mushroom. And we weren't able to chain a double at the last set. I'll just take it easy here, hold on, and hope for the best. But we're kind of in an awkward spot, even though I did get the shock dodge there. you know, I'm not necessarily in a great spot to do well at the end of this race. It's really going to come down to if I can get like a shroom pull here, a lucky shroom pull in a top spot. I'm definitely going to hold on to these. Oh, we get the super horn actually. Try not to lag trail that player. I think we kind of have to go for the double box here. We go ahead and horn that player. Got to watch out. And can we get the shroom? We do get the shroom pull. That's a green shell though. That's a red shell. And wait, we're in second. That player also had a shroom in the pocket. So I basically didn't get hit the whole race all the way up into second. Not quite a first, but still quite a crazy race. Once again, I'm going to try my luck at front running. Been very fortunate with all the bagging tracks in today's video. This is more of a running track. We're starting in second too. Hopefully that means we can do well. And funny enough, I don't know if I actually mentioned it earlier, but the Koopa Troopa character class is kind of terrible compared to Yoshi. They actually have the exact same mini turbo, but Koopa Troopa just has way less speed. Actually, now that I said it, I think I did mention it, but I still find that so funny how even with that big of a difference with the stats, I'm still able to keep up and even win races in a room like this. I think that really proves more than anything how little a lot of these stats matter and how unimportant it is to actually play the meta, even though, as you guys can see, literally everyone in the room is Yoshi or Birdo except for me, but I'm still holding my own, doing well. And oh no, the Peach actually sniped both of us, not just me, but both the other player and I. It's a little bit unfortunate. I already got hit. I was really hoping to not get hit. We're doing so well already, even on a track like this with the, you know, smaller track. I guess it's not as wide rather, so it's easy to get hit in that situation. Yeah, we've been able to hold our own even with a really bad speed stat. We're gonna get... Wait, where'd that red shell... Oh, it just went through me. That was really weird. I was about to use my star. I did not see where it went. Wait, it kept going. I'm so confused. I got the indicator for the second time, but then it just went by me again. What is happening in this room? And we get the plant afterwards, and you watch out. We're really vulnerable right now with if there's like a red shell coming behind us. Okay, we saw that blue shell coming. And I think like in general... Oh no, I'm gonna get redded again. Wait, I need to slow out for this Peach player. I don't want to get hit again. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, they're pretty far ahead of me. But yeah, I was going to say, if anything, this video has been really good to practice just having awareness and trying to not get hit. I know it's kind of a joke at this point. Is it actually good strat or not? But in reality, you know, it's a really important skill to have, like I talked about earlier, just to constantly look behind you and try to be more aware of what the players around you have for items. And wow, I thought my Piranha Plant was going to eat the fire, but we got hit anyways. And just kind of, you know, you can utilize that to help you make a decision. Like, I'm going to star now because if you're in a star and someone throws a red shell, it will just pass you. That player had the triple reds behind me. I can make sure that I don't get hit by those. And then we get a really good pull in the pocket. We're going to need a shock dodge, though. But that's a really good steal as well, getting the triple shrimp. Wait, first is right here. I did not realize that the pack was so close, as we're already in like fourth, third place kind of battling here. That's a boomerang though. I'm actually just going to completely stop out for that because it's really unpredictable where the boomerang will land. And let's just shroom up here and hope for the best. We got hit so many times, but I'm actually still in contention this race. Oh, wait, the red shell hit me. I don't even think that red shell was meant to hit me. There's literally no indicator, nothing whatsoever. And then of course, to finish it off, we'll get hit one more time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.